I think that was Chicago right there. And look at that. That is crazy.
The travel crush. What to expect if you're hitting the road. The best and worst times to head out as airlines brace for millions of Americans taking to.
Well, maybe people shouldn't be flying then.
This morning, violence erupting in the Middle East. Dozens of Palestinians.
Blah, blah, blah.
Biggest raid in the West Bank in nearly 2 decades.
Tired of hearing about this. I just want to know what's going on over here.
New fallout from the Supreme Court striking down affirmative action. Why civil rights groups are now taking aim at Harvard and its legacy policy.
Swimmers on edge as millions head to the beach this morning. A 15-year-old surfer bitten off Long Island. And in Florida, a shark spotted swimming near dozens of people. Why some towns are now deploying drones to track the predators. And what to know.
New details on the roller coaster scare. What we're learning about the urgent investigation and the new questions this morning.
Yeah, that is crazy. That they would even allow that to happen.
Right now, from mattresses to clothing, grills, and why now may be the best time to stock up on school supplies.
Enough.
Fireworks of the future? Why drones are taking center stage in 4th of July celebrations across the country. And the red show you have this. America celebrates live in Times Square. This is good.
Drones do really.
I have to do this because I don't get copyrighted.
With us on this holiday, great to be here with Whit and Juju.
Good to be with you. And some people getting the party started early today.
Look at how dumb that is.
Celebrations have already begun in some parts of the country, like these beautiful fireworks overnight in Johns Creek, Georgia.
I love the fireworks, and also people squeezing in one more day of.
And I mean dumb because look how far they are from each other. Normally they'd be sitting all by each other.
It's quiet now.
Or maybe they're COVID sheep.
Take to the skies and the roads later today and tomorrow, and we're going to have the best and.
I would never fly
to leave.
just because of the pricing of it. I can use it for gas and just drive my van. And I got somewhere to sleep. You know, I got food. I can cook in the van. Got power. Got AC, you know. Because when you pay somebody else for all that, you're relying upon them.
Good morning.
And it sucks.
Cleared the scene moments ago, but it was here in this residential King Sessing neighborhood that the alleged shooter opened fire.
Looks like Baltimore right there. You see that shit? Especially the sidewalks?
In this alley behind me.
Everybody got nice cars, but yet they can't afford to fix their neighborhood, right? And you know that's how it usually goes too, you know? Hint, hint.
Section of Philadelphia after a gunman armed with an AR-15 and wearing tactical gear opened fire. All we know is that this person decided to leave their home and to target individuals. The first calls for help coming around 9 p.m.
Multiple shots fired.
Once officers.
Well, I mean, can you blame people for seeing these videos of cops getting crazy with people nowadays? You know, on my Facebook reels and TikTok reels and Instagram reels about police mistreating people, and then as soon as the person sees the cops, it triggers them, and then they get ready to rock and roll. I mean, you can't blame them. Oh, look at that sheep right there.
Authorities say they haven't identified any connection between the suspect and the 5 killed, believed to be between the ages of 16 and 59. Authorities are saying the shooting involved multiple scenes covering a 2x4 block radius, and that around 50 spent shell casings were found. They are canvassing the area for witnesses and camera footage that could help shed light on what happened last night.
Yeah, like anybody's gonna really say anything.
Again, that suspect is now in custody as police try to piece together his motive, Lindsay. All right.
And she's crazy for even being out there in the muggy morning. It's muggy right now.
Aaron Petersky is here in New York. Good morning, Aaron.
Lindsay, good morning to you. As Americans gather for those Independence Day celebrations, police are most worried about the unpredictable nature of the nation's gun violence epidemic. It's claiming lives in every corner of the country.
The police don't give a shit. If they started cracking down on the little tiny things that first happened, it wouldn't be happening in the worst way.
Illinois July 4th parade. There are no specific or credible threats to July 4th events this year, but a new security assessment from the NYPD that we obtained here at ABC News says these celebrations remain attractive targets for opportunistic attacks by violent extremists and malicious
variety.
actors. So thousands of officers are going to be here along the East River for the nation's largest fireworks show. And Macy's is promising a jaw-dropping display that's going to fill the night sky with color, light, shape, and thunderous sound. And here on the ground, it's going to happen under tight security. Juju?
Aaron Kadersky, a lot to look forward to. Thank you. And now to the severe weather on the move.
There we go.
There's heat as well as many get ready to celebrate the 4th of July outside. Sam Champion is tracking all of it and the latest. Good morning, Chief Sam.
Hey, good morning, Gigi. Good morning, everyone. So I want to show you this. This is wind-driven rain, and this is out of Kentucky near Lexington. How did they get this?
Did he just get that old?
Kind of get a shot of what it's like. So at least you have the protection of the car.
Is he really that fucking old now?
6-mile-per-hour winds in other storms that were in Wyoming. So here we are, headed into a holiday.
I don't even recognize him anymore.
Over the country. This morning.
What the hell?
Severe storms dampening celebrations for millions of Americans on this 4th of July. Cleanup now underway in Chicago after the city saw record-setting rainfall Sunday, up to 9 inches in a matter of hours, with flash flooding. Homes and businesses swamped with pools of water and thousands left without power.
Well, it looks around like 10 or 12 feet right now of water. Just in the basement alone. I just saw it was flooded up to the stairs.
Severe storms likely again as the system moves through the south and east. Meanwhile in Tennessee, power lines and trees ripped down. This driver in North Carolina narrowly escaping injury after intense wind and rain snap a tree on top of her windshield. And further north and west, it's the heat.
Yep.
Temperatures soaring to the triple digits in parts of the Southwest. 36 million Americans now under heat alerts from Washington to Florida. Now we've all got plans.
Yeah,
Let's take some time to talk
that is the thing that, that I absolutely hate is the heat. Sorry, I just saw a bug up in here.
As we head into the evening hours, look at that line.
I hope not.
Near New York area airports, also near Boston area airports, and kind of.
But yeah, well, like I said, I could deal with the rain and everything. It's just the heat. Nope, I don't want to deal with it.
Near Washington D.C., a little bit south of Philly into Baltimore as well. So watch that line of storms in the evening. We got a brand new line of storms that comes out of Canada, dropping into the plains. This is likely to get super active and a little bit dangerous, damaging winds, large hail, right in this area from Goodland to Omaha. Now look at where those storms are during the day today. Chicagoland, you're fine. You don't have any problem with the fireworks, no problem with your outdoor activity. But during tomorrow, if that's your travel time, this line shifts a little bit to the south and east. So now Chicago, we're in it. St. Louis, Paducah, Springfield, Fort Smith, Oklahoma City as well. Damaging winds, large hail. So this is the setup for the travel home that's likely to be a problem in some parts of the country. But if your flights go in and out of here, it's a problem for you.
And we'll stay on top of it, Sam. Thanks so much.
I can't believe that I actually drove all of that back and forth to Rochester, Minnesota last year. That was crazy. Took me 2 weeks to go, a week to do that there, and a little less than a week to get back. That's so incredibly crazy. Wow. I don't know how I did. I don't know how I did that, people. I really don't. That is wow.
They screen 10.7 million passengers. It's on an average of about 2.7 million a day. They've set records at several airports, and as we've reported, they say Friday was the single busiest day ever for TSA screenings. Of course, the worst part of any holiday vacation is when the holiday is over, you have to head back home, and that means tomorrow is likely going to be very busy once again. The FAA says there's going to be nearly 50,000 domestic flights. It's almost 20,000 more than there are today. And as always, the weather could be a factor. Those storms that Sam is tracking, those could cause some delays. I mean, yesterday, even with reduced airport crowds in the midst of all those storms, there were still nearly 5,000 flight delays across the country. So if you're traveling tomorrow in the midst of all those crowds, as always, it's a good idea to try to get here early, give yourself a little bit of extra time to weave through all the people, and hopefully you have some flexibility in case your flight time does change.
Wait, make sure to plan ahead. All right, Trevor, thank you. Now to the roads, expecting to be packed this afternoon and tomorrow. Alex Perez is in Chicago.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Worst times to leave. Alex, good morning.
Hey, we are breaking all kinds of travel records this summer, and that means on the road you can expect to have company today and especially tomorrow. Now, a record 43.2 million people will be on the roads traveling for the 4th on this long holiday weekend. If you're on the move today, experts say the worst time to get on the road will be between noon and 3 p.m. To try to avoid congestion tomorrow, the advice is to get on the road before 2 p.m. Fueling the record number of motorists, well, the average price of fuel, which is down dramatically from $4.81 at this point last year to $3.52 this year.
Yeah, it doesn't really help though.
At this map, the highest gas prices are out west and here in Illinois, the lowest across the South. So if you are traveling today, experts recommend you get on the road before 11.
Fuel is cheaper in the South because the refineries are much more closer, and they don't got to transport it this far. You remember the fuel prices are also the cost of the transportation too, of that gasoline to the gas stations. So I'm gonna get up this thing. I just wanted to show you guys the weather, especially. So, all right, have a good morning.